the Wayman has an interesting story about sneakers, about shoe contracts, right? You were the first.
Yeah, I was Reebok. I was the first basketball player signed by Reebok as one of their clients, and the first version of the Reebok, I was playing for the Indiana Pacers. They didn't get my measurements quite right. So in training camp you probably do more running than the whole season. And I go to training camp, I was late for one, but then when I got there, the shoes wasn't right. And so all 10 of my toenails were blistered. So they had to take it, and they're like, hey, what's wrong with you, Tisdale? I was like, man, I got blisters. Okay, so they get a hot needle and pierce all 10 of them to relieve the pressure, make me sit in hot ice and go back out and play twice a day.
And it looks easy when we watch it on TV. Doesn't it look like, they just get paid millions to play basketball?
I mean, that's you make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It's like an awful lot of money, and it's like you can't really fathom the money you make, but you pay for it in a lot of different ways. And it's like what you go. Half the people, probably 98% of you, probably wouldn't go through what we had to go through to get to it, because you have to have it just sold out. And they put you through that pressure. I mean, it's like when you were in college, you hit a jump shot, whoa, great. In the pros, we pay you. That's what we pay you to do. You better do it every night. And the minute you can't do it, we'll get rid of you.
And then you gotta play the bass and host cruises.
The minute I can hit that note, I know you guys are gonna get somebody else in here.
She had her hand up.
Phoenix, I was there from 94 to 97, my last 3 years. Yes, it was great. I love Phoenix. I retired in 97, after 12 years. 12 years. Oklahoma, 82 through 85. Wow. Yes. We were featured a lot, and I was, when we started making noise and started really Oklahoma was an unranked college. They were not even known for basketball, and by my sophomore year, we were ranked number 3 in the nation. Yeah. Right. See? I don't know. A lot of my friends would hear it and be like, "Man, he can really play. He can really play." But nobody really thought that I would probably do what I'm doing to this level. And I think if I wasn't both a musician and a basketball player, I probably would have been a better basketball player. But to me, I mean, I love both. I love both, and I tried to excel at both of them, and I did pretty good.
He did a pretty good job, didn't he? We have a hand up back there. Today's NBA versus when you played in the league.
It's a hard game for me to watch today. It's really hard. I don't really understand it. For one, the players aren't as good as when we played.
Really?
Yeah, not really. Because you had everybody that could play. I mean, pretty much. And then today's, with the early entry, a lot of young players they missed that college foundation. So you don't have the foundation as much. You have great players like LeBron and you have the Kobe's, but that's like a handful of players. But I think that when we came through, I mean, everybody, if you were on a team playing in the starting 5, you could play. But today's, it's more of an individual sport, and more individuals succeed than a full team. When we played the Celtics, we played against the Celtics, not just Larry Bird, because some nights Larry Bird didn't have to score 50 points to win. Mm-hmm. Other nights, Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish or whoever else they had. You know, they would just take the DJ. That's right. All right, great.
Fans in here.
Some fans.
Now, do you still interact with the league at all? Do you do any NBA business, or are you just a fan who goes to games sometime? Or?
I still do a lot of the All-Star events. We'll be doing one this year in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I still go and to shows in New York for the NBA all the time. Yeah, I interact with a lot of players too. A lot of players come to the shows. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. She had a hand up.
Oh, North Carolina. Yeah, we've taken a really bad rap in the last couple of years with a lot of the fighting in the NBA. A lot of the players. I think that's due to players not really going and getting that college foundation.
Yep.
When we came in, we had to really listen to coaches, and we weren't handed a big load of money and say, okay, you're good, you're going to get paid more than this guy who's been doing it for 10 years. And then you come in and not average as much as I do, or not do what I'm doing. And it just kind of changed really the whole makeup of. So now they're doing cleanup to try.
Right, I was going to say, do you think they can fix it? The relationship between NBA players and the fans, and also between players, you know, there seem to be more fights amongst players. Like, are they working on that?
You know, if you watch any NBA fight,
well,
none of us can really fight. We get lucky with a punch every now and then, but we're not fighters. But I think it's the mentality. It has to change, and stiffer fines and more conduct reduction has to happen. You know, they have to really pay for their actions. And I think David Stern is doing a good job, but I think, and also they now you have to go through at least a year of college, which is going to help out a lot.
Yes.
Magic Johnson favorite story? Yes, we were playing in the Forum, the old Forum. Remember the Forum?
Yeah.
Showtime. And I remember walking out, and Denzel Washington right here, and Jack Nicholson, and the stars, and the Pointer Sister was singing. You know, I'm like, man, I'm in Los Angeles. And I remember playing and getting caught on a fast break, which is, you know, they got a rebound, and Magic, who is my height, gets the ball, and he can handle better than Spud Webb. He can handle the ball better than Spud. And so here's this guy, 6'8", 6'9", coming down, and I got caught back on a 3-on-1 or 4-on-1. Here's Magic with the ball, and it was another good game. We had it going until this happened.
Yeah.
Magic with the ball, and I have James Worthy over here, and Michael Cooper over here, and Jabbar was trailing. See, I'm taking y'all way back. and Magic does this big one wrap around, you know, he has these long arms, and he wraps the ball around him. I'm looking at James Worthy's Converse right on the top of my head, and I just remember the crowd, and there's just a big roar, like the Forum was just exploding. And I remember Magic was a coach on the court. I mean, Magic would talk the whole game. I'm like, Magic, can you let the coach call that play? Magic's talking. Hey, man, hey, get in here. Come on, Sam. Sam, get in there. Okay, get out, Sam. James, get him. Sam, I don't want to play, man. Get him in there, Sam. And the whole time he was talking. And I was like, man, this guy was a coach on the court. And I mean, that's why he won championships. He loved the game of basketball, and he changed the game of basketball. And I think the player that came closest to changing a position like he did, well, we haven't really defined what position Michael Jordan ever was. Was he a forward, guard? We don't know. But guys like that, they're rare. And Magic was the one to really change. And I think the newest guy to do that is going to be LeBron James.
Now, Tiz, you know I love you, and I'm gonna try
You don't know.
I'm gonna try to help you with this storytelling, because people ask you for stories, and you talk about when Larry Bird dropped 15 on you and the game changed, and Magic came driving and threw a pass past you and the game changed. Your story should star you, not the other guy. See, we want to hear that when you took over,
right,
and dominated.
I had some games where, you know, I had a few games, but
give us one.
They don't want to talk about me.